I ever had was scripted, and there were some dramatic moments there. It's a combination. I fully believe, based on her stream yesterday, that she, like what Kid Behind the Camera said, she had second thoughts, wanted to try again, and wanted to do something big to show that. But she also feels betrayed because they all act like they had her back, but they treated her terribly. They're gaslighting her. I think she's really upset. Yeah.
She's probably fighting with Ben Pauly D. I mean, we were talking about this earlier. I think that they're still just as toxic, because I was saying that they've gotten better in terms of like not doing just straight up abuse content anymore, but I think that's just because it's off camera now. So they're probably fighting, and they would be streaming it, but they're trying to kind of save their rep and image, but they're literally in a toxic narcissistic abuse cycle. So that's going to interfere with the scheduling. But of course, they'll come back and they'll act like we're crazy, and they'll be like, we were just getting something to eat.
They'll like disappear for like 20 hours and be like,
yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
Queens, talking about LCU, talking about all of us.
Yep. Yeah, I said to my viewers I would do that for one stream, so I could answer their questions, and after that I was going to do my own show.
Dude, she's been saying, I'll go to Fat Camp, right?
Why would she even want to work with them, knowing that like everybody hates her anyways?
Money, and maybe she's having doubts about her ability to put a show together. And also, KEEM plays dirty. He plays dirty and would go after her, will ban anyone who watches her show. Her name was banned. She was going to get the Grace treatment, you know? So I totally believe that she could have quit and is now having second thoughts because he's going to play dirty. They're going to go after her and try to destroy anything she does on her own. But that's why, you know, I wanted her to like link up, you know, and be in like a group of people stronger. But if he's playing dirty and does have some connections at YouTube, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's plausible.
Pauly D said, "I'll take my money elsewhere if you." Pauly D, like a very commonly known thing about the Thorps is if you donate to them, that's not going to make them stream more. It's going to make them stream less because they hit their quota.
Yeah, if you give them money, they will just not stream until they need money again.
First, it was a safety issue with Savage, right? Yep. Then it was, I'll come to Fat Camp if I can get a licensing deal. Yep. Then it was, I'll come to Fat Camp if I can do my own stream. Because you're trying to build up a safety net on your own personal stream, and then you can fucking quit and use it as leverage to fuck us again.
I mean, shit, I don't blame her.
That's called being smart. He would do the same thing. It's called doing business. You don't like squash any other opportunity so they have no safety net or anything else going on. Why is that part of the business deal? Like, that's crazy.
He's like an abusive husband who's like, yeah. Why do you have an emergency savings fund?
Yeah.
How dare you?
He did this with links too, very controlling, and he banned anyone who talked to links. I got banned, you know, for having links on my show a couple weeks ago.
That's like so controlling.
And I'm sure he's like banning people who are in my Discord and telling people not to see my, you know, that's what they do. Like, and then it's just odd. It's all
let's keep. Yeah. Hold on. I'll do it on 1.5.
That's not what I was doing.
How many times have we
then I guess everybody who streams here is building up a safety net. And I'm the only one who didn't, so then why do I get punished?
No, they're not. I trust Boogie that he's going to do Magic the Gathering streams. I trust Tina. She's doing videos, right? Yep. I trust Wings. He's playing fucking video games.
You should trust me. I'm the only one out of all
these
people.
You just did a stream about
You just did a stream.
Trust?
Because I'm the only one this whole time who hasn't been streaming. Shut up, Tina. Shut up. You suckled your chest.
I don't leave this one alone. Let me tell you why. Last night, Wings was number 3.
Why is it not an issue for Tina to do streams on her channel?
I think they're not threatened by Tina doing streams on her own channel. They're threatened by Becky because I believe that Becky, if KEEM wasn't trying to sabotage her, could do a better show on her own than LOLCOWCULT Queens. It's trash. And KEEM's insecure because he's putting out slop and the people are moving away and he's becoming irrelevant and he's freaking out. Like, he's having some like crisis.
Pauly, you need to go watch the shampoo documentary. There's also a video on my channel called Ben Thorpe's DV compilation.
Yeah, Pauly was talking about meeting up with them, and he's been giving them a lot of money too.
Very, very long history of a severe abuse. You should go watch the video on my channel, compilation of Ben's DV, and then watch the Shamu documentary called The Darkest Family on YouTube.
Yes, if you can stomach it.
It is fucking nuts.
Fucking world from us super chat. You were not on it.
Yeah, well, I've been on it. It's been number one.
You can also watch, there's a stream I did, The Truth About Keemstar's newest LOLCOW Queen. That's another
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was one of my best streams.
Yeah, that
You,
was a really good one.
Tina does not need you. You need Tina. That's how that is. Fucking humble yourself. Fucking humble yourself.
She needs all of us, and she only learned it when she went to try out on her own.
He doesn't,
No,
though.
that's not true. It's not that I need you guys. It's that I want to be here. There's a difference.
When it's convenient for her.
Dude, at least admit that you need us.
He like needs that.
I think I could do it on my own, but that's
You're
like
gonna
it's
do it.
not
And she
that.
drove to fucking Texas.
Nobody wants you here.
This is giving me the same vibe of when JD Vance is like, why don't you say thank you, though?
Right?
They're like when Ben is like, you have to say sorry. You have to apologize. You have
Yeah, they asked for me to apologize after they stalked me. Like, what the fuck, people?
I don't know. And I mean, guys, anybody in chat, like, I don't typically watch this. I don't really know the Becky lore, so maybe I'm defending Becky, who's as big of an asshole. I don't know. Maybe I'm, but like, just from this situation, I don't know.
Why are you here? It's like you don't want to be here to earn your fucking.
I obviously want to be here. That's why I'm here. That's why
Earn
I'm
your
here.
spot. Earn your spot. Humble yourself. That's the whole goddamn problem. You didn't want to come here and humble yourself. I swear to
Then
fucking
why am I
shit.
here? Then why am I here?
Then humble yourself. Do the rest of it.
No, so I just get to be the punching bag.
Tell her you
Because
fucking
I'm the
need her.
Yeah, I feel like she humbled herself.
She
Like,
did
by
dumping
showing up.
Jax with like fucking honey on her tits while being verbally degraded. Like every episode, they're just manipulating it to make her seem crazy. I would be yelling too if I was her. So that's why I find it. I don't know, but who fucking knows? It's confusing.
I don't
Tell her
treat
you
it like the
fucking need
punching
her.
bag.
Tell
Why does it look like Billy the Fridge is wearing lipstick?
her you
I always get treated like the punching
Looks like he's wearing lipstick and blood.
Oh my God.
I mean, no hate, no shade.
bag.
Okay.
God forbid I talk back for once.
Dude,
Shut up.
you get treated like a punching bag because you go after everyone.
Yep.
You
He
do all
was
kinds of
treated
shitty
like a
shit.
punching
You want
bag.
special privileges,
Yep.
right? You say stuff.
I don't want special privileges. I want to be treated like everyone else.
No, you don't.
I'm the only
Like a
one.
human.
No, day one. You would have been here day one. Wings is
Bro, I
streaming,
wish I could
streaming,
call in and just yell at
streaming.
Listen, I have many reasons why I couldn't be here on day one, including the fact that
I
when
love how passionate you are about this.
my voice
It
is concerned,
just
you all
bothers me
shit on
seeing them like gaslight her so explicitly, knowing what I know, seeing what I've seen. She's telling the truth, and they're just acting like she's crazy and making her like kiss Keem's
Bottom
feet or
of their
something.
feet. Yeah.
my family, who that would no longer help me so that I couldn't afford to come here.
You made as much money as me. I'm here.
No.
Yes.
You don't.
Yes. Yes.
No, when you shit on my family, they were the ones who were going to watch my cats. They were the ones who were going to drive me to the airport.
Fuck your family if they won't help you.
I didn't afford to come. It would have cost me $4,000.
I did it. I did it. If you're
You don't have
Oh my god.
And they all were supposed to pay for this business. Like, it's so fucked up how Keem runs. It's very unethical.
Bro.
And I think it's going to be a scandal. I think this is gonna be-
Someone just raised their voice like insane.
It cost me $4,000.
I did it. I did it.
Dude, that was Tina. I thought
Yeah,
that was
she's saying I
Wayne.
paid the $4,000, so why can't you, bitch? And it's like, why do you have to pay
That's a lot
to
to
do a
ask
business thing
somebody.
anyway? It's scary.
$4,000?
Yup.
Like, guys, $4,000 when they get paid $1,000 a month for this?
I mean, I
How are you
think Becky
supposed
said
to
she made like
afford that?
$5K a month, but still, you
That's
should have to
so
put
out
money
of
up front for
touch.
something for like this. That's crazy.
Believe it or not, this is healthy for them. It's exercise. That was a good one.
If your
You
family
don't
will
have
not let you
four
live
cats.
your dreams and help you do it, then
Wait,
fuck your
I'm the
family.
camera.
You deserve to hear fuck your family if they won't let you live your dreams and help you do it. That's a shitty family.
I'm waiting on Boogie's
Fucking
answer.
shut up. Say something, Wings.
Tina paid 5 months of rent out of the same check that you got. I got 3 fucking animals I had to board.
Oh, Tina paid 5 months in rent with one check? Okay. Okay. Now I'm like, okay, if the checks are that big, but I just find it, I don't know, from what Lynx said.
Well, Lynx was she
His background,
she was in a different role as a producer. They were giving her $1,000 a month, but the LOLCOW Queen hosts were getting, the super chats and memberships, which they really push and like pull in money, it was a high earning show. But it's so much pressure, and I've just seen it, like the toll it takes, and it's how they treat people. They wanted me to relapse for content, I found out like after the fact. Yes. This is another like true crime situation in my opinion. That's
What? Wait,
yes.
Ruby, wait. Elaborate on that.
Link told me
Elaborate
that
on
behind the scenes they were keeping me around and they wanted me to relapse and like it to be crazier for content. I don't know the explicit things that they said. This is from links. But it's in line with how they talk to me.
Doing drugs. They want the whole relapse story.
Yep. And when I told him about my addiction first, KEEM lit up his eyes like, oh, I can already see the titles of like Ruby relapse arc and like it totally is in line with how they talk to me. So I believe Link's 100%
that's next level fucked, dude, because like it's one thing. I mean, even the cat food thing, I heard about that. That's crazy. But the relapse thing is next level.
He's a psycho. I believe he's a psychopath.
That's legitimately like severe psychopathy to literally want someone.
Oh, he's a psychopath. I'm positive.
Fentanyl addict to relapse. That's basically preying on your death.
Yes. Yep.
What the
yep.
fuck, dude?
I think he is a narcissistic psychopath as well, and he's very sadistic. He's always punishing the host, making them grovel at his feet. It's a sick, weird, like cult.
I want to see him and Brantley break up and see what she has to say, or his other exes or something. I don't know.
Oh, all the past hosts that like say it's incredibly toxic. He's a psychopath. Like, he's a controversial figure, I guess, for a reason. And he thinks he's invincible because anything bad that happens is good for numbers. And people send hate super chats. Like,
well, it's the perfect career. I mean, streaming, like, especially IRL streaming is the perfect career for a fucking psychopath. I mean, literally, Johnny Somali himself says, like, I am legit a sociopath. I don't care. I'll do whatever you guys want in super chats. And then he gets arrested in Korea. If you guys know about the Johnny Somali thing, like
I've like vaguely heard of it. Like only bad things about that person.
That's how you thrive as a fucking IRL streamer.
I had to spend $1,500 to drive halfway across the fucking country, and I was able to do it off the same money you did. Where is your money
It's not
going?
the same money. You made more money, all right? I got one real paycheck that was substantial over the course
So
of
does Tina. Guess what? She's
right,
here.
but I couldn't afford to come. Maybe she couldn't. You know why? Maybe because she has her own fucking YouTube channel.
Get out of before I met this motherfucker.
I mean, maybe you're addicted to pain pills.
Yeah, could be.
Maybe you have an addiction of some sort.
She's not addicted. She doesn't.
No,
she's not.
It would be more visible. She's not.
But she doesn't seem like that.
I mean, there's all kinds of ways people spend money, so it's like, who knows?
Where's your money going?
That's so stupid.
Well, where'd your money go? Tina paid 5 months rent.
If I could actually fucking talk, I could explain it. Not that it's any of your goddamn business. Because I had to wait months before I got a real paycheck. And then I had to pay all my back bills that I was due. And then I could still afford to come to Backdown when it would have.
That makes sense. That's typical.
Yeah.
YouTube money takes like 3 months to come in. That's 3 months of rent. Yeah, that paycheck's gonna be gone if she's not doing
only cost me $1,000, but with the fallout of everything, it would have cost me $4,000, and I couldn't afford that. That's half of what I made. I couldn't afford it.
You ran buck for money. Where's that money, bitch? Where's that?
It went towards my bills, Tina, and that's none of your business.
So you're saying you're $15,000 in debt before you got to Queens?
Yeah.
What?
I would say
you're $15,000 in debt before you got to Queens?
Wait. Think about this, okay? The challenges for Billy to get here are unreal.
Yep.
They are unreal. For the challenges for this 600-pound man to be here to do this, right? It's so fucking difficult, right?
I mean, that's valid, but I feel like Billy has had a long career on the internet.
Yeah, they're in different positions. It's like,
why is Becky wearing my shower curtain? Yeah, that outfit is incredibly questionable.
True. I'm not sure the outfit was not very like flattering because she does have a nice.
I mean, I guess it's
like,
kind of what obese people have to do. Like the, I mean, people like at the Billy the Fridge level. Like, I mean, I guess he has stuff. He probably goes like DXL or something. But I remember I've watched like My 600-Pound Life, and they have to like literally wear sheets, like king size bed sheets.
Wow. I mean, it's just severe addiction, and it's troubling to see people in this state. These are like people who really struggle, in my opinion, and are kind of vulnerable. Like Billy's a great performer, but he obviously struggles with food and alcohol. You know,
wouldn't want to.
It's like team praise on them.
Oh my god, that's my type of humor. I know. I love making stuff for babies because it's so easy. It's so easy. Okay, wait, let's keep.
And he is not making fucking Queen's money. So when you say this stuff, we got to compare it to the other people that are here. You want to be treated like everyone else, but everyone else is willing to do way more than you, Becky. Way more.
Billy has his own channel. Tina has his own channel, her own channel. Kid behind the camera, Mike has his own channel. Wings has his own channel.
What do you want to do on your own channel?
We have a show.
You want to do a competing show?
No, I don't.
I am not going to build your personal channel, Becky. Go.
You don't have to do anything. I'm not asking you to do shit besides let me do what I want.
This is so toxic, bro. Why can't she make her own channel if everybody else has their own channel?
Exact, because he's
That's
just the most credit.
Controlling.
Yeah.
That's like legitimately incredibly controlling and concerning. That's like something like it's bordering on like abusive.
I think he is like an abusive person based on how he treats the people in that community. It's bizarre.
I do in my own spare time.
What would you do? Pitch me something right now that isn't just the Becky Show. I talk
Well,
about
it would be the Becky Show. That's the entire fucking
then
point.
you can't do that because the Becky Show is the Queen Show. Do you not understand?
No, that's the Becky and Tina show. Remember,
Take
Tina's
a topic
the
and talk
important
about
one.
something.
Every one of us were running our own fucking channel before we came to LOLCOW Live.
Exactly.
You want to do it now because KEEM gave you some fucking juice.
Yep.
Oh.
You do it here because you did it here.
No.
You don't go back in time and start some shit you never did before.
I
Don't.
feel so bad.
She wants to do whatever the fuck she wants.
The fact that everybody is ganging up on her right now, making her
That's what you have to do to stay in the cult, or you're out.
Yeah,
he runs it like a
yeah.
cult.
Yeah, I asked Lynx about that, and that's what Lynx thinks. Mike behind a sex offender registry. Is that
Dude.
true? No way. Is that why he got into YouTube?
Bring us up because we were working before we came here. Fuck that.
I purposely didn't use my channel so that you guys could see that I was loyal and not trying to siphon any
10 years. You weren't doing shit. You were sitting in your fucking house.
Head fucking channel. You went live and got 5 reviewers. Thank you. Thank you for not selling 5 reviewers. The point is, give me my fucking water. But the point is, I came in one night. One fucking night. The point is, this was never unsafe. We all told you that. The point is, Keemstar was going to respect you and the rest of us the whole time, and he has. 5 days, we pushed ourselves to the limit. We allow ourselves. We all grew up watching Jackass. We want to be part of that. It's exciting to be part of that. It's exciting to entertain people. Why the fuck are you so self-absorbed that doesn't come first?
Was it self-absorbed that I came down here without knowing if I'd even be let in the gate to try to prove myself?
Whose fault is that?
That's yours.
And it's also yours. You guys have a little bit of fucking responsibility too.
Okay, who did you tell that you were coming? None of us knew. Why did you even think that was okay? Because if you would have said, hey, I'm coming, we all would have said, don't.
Stream on her own channel.
Right.
by the way.
Because I have to
That's it.
try because I do care.
You backstabbed all of us. Everyone. Tina, Mike, me, Wings, Boogie, fucking, and literally everyone, the whole LCU.
How did I backstab you?
By fucking bailing and not coming
That's not
back.
backstabbing.
Becky,
I
you
came to
were
my church.
Becky,
There's a lot
you were one of the
fucking
main
talk about her
characters.
life.
It was so
Jesus
important that you were here
Christ.
on this trip. 1 week before, you stole all my time, all my energy, fighting behind the fucking scenes. Oh, I might go and try to leverage license deal, this and fucking that. I could have put any of my time and energy towards these people, and then you didn't come. You didn't do your
It's
job.
not so important that how come everyone else can have a channel and I get treated worse than all of them?
have a channel
Because
because
I
you
go,
live streaming one.
bro, me and Mike
It's
made
never
you.
like
I'm sorry, it's the truth. We made you. We don't want to build your personal channel.
He made her.
There is one.
It's true, Tina.
Yeah. What is the fucking exchange, though? What is the
Like
point
there are 2
of
people who
any
collaborated.
future-
Nobody makes anybody. What the
of
fuck?
any future people that want to that when he's trying to recruit for a new show or something? That is the fucking trade-off. That's why people would be willing to work with you. New people that don't have a channel. That's why people. That's why people go. That's the model of the whatever podcast and every other type of podcast. The reason why people sign up for this kind of like humiliating podcast, right, is because they're getting the exposure in return to help
It's fair
grow
trade.
their
And she
own
put so
shit.
much into it.
And it's like, yeah, I think that Becky's smart enough to see that if you're only around for like a minute, like the Thorpes, right? And you think you're on top of the world, but you're not.
Mhm.
It's like it's very reasonable to want your own channel, but like honestly, it's reasonable to think that she's still going to stick around. after.
I mean, if she needs some money, it is tough. You know, there's no guarantees. It's scary to go out on your own and make something that you know is going to be torn apart while you have like a much more powerful person like completely trying to destroy you, because that's what he does to anyone who defects or criticizes him or does anything that he views as competition. He's so controlling and weird.
He's just vengeance oriented, dude. Like,
yeah, that's why I find he's very similar to Ben in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, guys, I'm stressing because I think I don't know if I am, but I think I'm gonna run out of yarn. I don't know if I am, though, because I want to do little earmuffs, but I feel like I need to do one more row to cover more of my forehead and then do the ear flaps. But I'm like, I don't know if I have enough yarn. And if I don't have enough yarn and I try and do it with just this yarn, if I'm not going to be able to unravel it because it's silk and it gets all stuck together. I'm having a dilemma right now. I know nobody cares.
I'm invested. I think it's gonna be really cute with ear
flaps. I'm gonna see if I can do these ear on it. Fuck! I don't even have time. Fuck! I don't even have time. Actually, shit. I mean, I have to end this in a second, anyways.
Yeah. I might keep covering this. If you end, I might do a stream.
Yeah.
I'm invested.
Dude, go. How do I? Can I? Oh, I think I need StreamYard, like the premium StreamYard, to be able to raid.
Dude, fuck it. Yeah.
Right, I'll put the link for your shit in the chat. Let's watch a little bit more of this.
Tina, you were Tina D before I met you.
Yes.
You've always been Tina D. We made her.
She was Tina D with 16,000 subscribers, and I had around 100,000
She's
subscribers.
on her second channel.
Her channel's active, yours was dead.
Yeah, so what? That doesn't matter.
I have 4 million.
So it's yours.
I have 4 million. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. How can you show me for being in the same place that you were in?
I'm saying you can't. I can't take my 4 million subscriber dick out and slap it around right now, and you can't slap yours around.
It's like, if you're so afraid of your employee leaving, oh, thanks, Erod. If you're so afraid of your employee leaving, like if they just make a new channel and you're like, oh, how dare you, and you start like freaking out, yelling at them, whatever. Why not just, like, anyone who is a good boss would know. Like, for example, I was looking for a second job because I was not getting enough hours. It's just the nature of the industry that I'm in. It wasn't because of my performance as an employee, but I wasn't getting enough hours at the time. I was looking for a second job. I wasn't applying to full-time jobs. It was more difficult. I was looking for a part-time second job because I value my employer. They treat me so well there. Mm-hmm. And I just love the people there that I'm like, I want to stay there and then find another job on top of that, when in all reality, it would probably be more beneficial for me financially to just have found a different full-time job and quit that job. I ended up getting more hours there anyway, so it doesn't really matter because I got a promotion. But it's just like, if you treat your employees right, they're not going to leave.
Exactly. It's a losing strategy. It's dumb, and it's because I truly, I do think he's probably narcissistic personality disorder and sadistic based on
he knows
that
he's going to leave. He knows that she would leave because I think that he is self-aware of his toxic behavior.
And everything, it looks like things are like imploding under him. All the shows are failing. He seems more and more desperate for money. They're banning like members who pay $2,000+ a month. It feels like something's falling apart, and like, I don't know. It feels like something crazy is going on, kind of. But I don't know if I'm just like gullible. Like maybe I'm just like so gullible.
Dude, I think I've kind of been recruited to like the LOLCOW shit.
Dude, it's weird. There's a reason why I was like hanging around that universe, like even past knowing it was toxic. Like the last time I went on Queens was just like a month ago. It wasn't that long ago. And KEEM talked about having me over to like hang out with him and Brantley for like a week.
He's gonna leave like little blues out on the table for you.
Bro, who knows? But like, I started, pulling back, and I think he sensed that, and he even said like, "Yo, where's Ruby?" Like, and then I like came back and like said, "What's up?" But then no one's gonna control who I talk to. I'm not employed by this man. I made some guest appearances, hung out in the Discord sometimes.
Well, he banks on that desperation.
Yes.
But then once you expect nothing in return, he banks on you wanting the exposure, but then it's like, not going to give you anything back.
He's just like looking for people to be sadistic to, who are mentally vulnerable, who will make crazy content because they're mentally ill, like, but I think they thought I was like too mentally ill. They were like, this is too much, even for LOLCOW.
All right. Well, I think that I'm gonna end it here. I have to get ready for work. Otherwise, I'd keep going. But
All right. Well, chat. I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna grab a slice of pizza, and I'm definitely gonna be watching this. So.
Yeah, go on over to Ruby's channel and keep a lookout for her going live.
Yeah, I'll go live in like 20 minutes.
Ruby_Spacek. Yeah, if you want to see more of this coverage, and have Nagila. We're like, what are you? What? Nagila. Okay. All right, guys. Again, thanks for anyone who bought a membership or donated. Appreciate all of you guys very much. Who keeps this channel going. See you later. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we got like, you know, average of like 50 people in for a daytime unscripted stream.
Dude, you
appreciate anybody that's in here. So thanks, guys. And yeah, go over to Ruby's. We'll see you later.
And thanks, Eva, for having us on. That was fun having me, you, and Frances up. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to clip that and make it.
It was cute. We need to clip
reuniting video.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.